Hi everyone, George Funk, Gospel Chariot Missions and Gospel Share Missions. Just a short little story over here about the power of God. How God can work in one's life. I just want to tell you about my life. What happened, I grew up in a family in South Africa in the south, and rough and tough, and really came from a tough upbringing. And I left school and drank a lot of alcohol. Eventually started mixing it with drugs. And I couldn't stop. Married a wonderful woman. Had some children, struggling relationally. We were going to get divorced. We were struggling. I went into rehab once. I went into rehab twice. I went into rehab 3 times. I went into rehab 4 times. I could not help myself. I want to tell you something today. I gave God a chance. I needed help. And I was calling on a client. I had money as well. I had a business. But I was slave to many habits. And I called on a client one day, and he said to me, "Do you want a Bible study?" And I didn't want a Bible study. That just wasn't cool. But I needed help. And what I done is I went and visited with my family on Thursday nights. Reg Carr, we went to Bible study at his house, and Patty, his wife. And they shared the gospel with me, and I became a Christian. And I want to tell you, it was very hard. I would go to church on Sundays, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm living like the devil. I couldn't stop. Eventually, I sold my business and I went on to a Bible school and I studied. Faith comes by hearing. And my life started to change and turn around. God has started to work in my life. The indwelling of the Spirit started working. I started hanging out with the right people, reading the right stuff. God started working. I want to tell you something. Today I look back. My mess is my message. There is power in Jesus. God does amazing things. I've run 17 Comrades marathons. Stopped for 15 years and started doing the Ironman. I'm 66 in 6 weeks' time. I've done 8 full Ironman, 10 half Ironman in the last 8 years. I do an Ironman in May. I do an Ironman, the full one, in December. God has transformed my life. And wherever you are, I want to encourage you. We serve a mighty God. God is working in us and through us. Today, our direct Gospel Chariot Missions, we go into 26 African countries. We've just started another ministry called Gospel Share, where we train people online, face to face, how to make disciples. You don't have to be a preacher. You don't have to be a theologian. You can get some tools, some discipleship tools, and put them in your toolbox. And as you go through life, you can just take a certain discipleship tool out on how to enter an empty field. A simple way on sharing the gospel in a coffee shop with a friend. How to teach somebody how to teach somebody else. Yes, how to hold a small group that is healthy. A healthy little small house church or a midweek study. God is working. We're working in India. We're working in the Philippines. Doors are opening all over the world. We're working in Mexico, in South America. People are making disciples who make other disciples. We're not relying on professionals to share the gospel. Everyone is starting to be equipped with tools, simple tools. And as you can see, the power of God, how God can take an insignificant drug addict, drunkard, and turn him around and give him hope, give him purpose, and give him vision for sharing God's vision to the ends of the earth. God's mission, God's purpose to every nation, every tribe, every people, every language. Therefore, go into all the world and preach the gospel in a simple way. you can connect with people who you connected to in your relational map who are far from God. And then take the next tool and learn how to share the gospel. Thank you, America. Thank you, everyone, for adding value to my life, for seeing me the way God saw me, and how God has changed my life. The way I like to see it, Iron Man for Jesus. I've still got some addiction a little. It's exercise. I go out every day and I'm working towards some goal. But the goal is to share the gospel, reveal God's vision, God's image to the ends of the earth. God bless you all. I pray that this inspires you. Whatever habit you have, whatever hurt you have, God can deal with it. I'm not perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about direction. God is working in our lives to make us what He wants us to be. God bless you.